The Dark Mirror update is finally here for console users as well. And to celebrate that, let's do a overly explained run back to level 0. We don't even have the unlocks here, because we're back to a save game where we didn't beat the game yet. And this is the guide, how to beat the game for the first time on hard mode. This assumes that, of course, you beat the game in regular mode and unlocked everything. And now you come here and you cannot start with any skull, you cannot start with any item. You just have to drop in here with Little Bone and see how this goes. So I'll try to overly explain every decision that I make and see if it helps you to get your first victory. The first thing that you need to see is that you have new enemies. This cannoneer guy will drop enemies like this and you have to dash them. Some of them will survive and they will become enemies that you can farm for gold or whatever if you want to be optimal. If you don't, you just go and kill him. Every time it attacks on top of you, you dash and you should be fine. Don't do that. This room, I entered a gold an item room instead of the gold room, because item rooms now give you more items. Let me show you in the chest. Now you get the option to choose between 3. Since we are in a Skul run, we still don't need to do a basic skull, so let's pick the Prayer of Grace, since every character has a skill, and just go here to see if we find a better skull. A basic skull by himself, Little Bone, is a very good skull, but it's very dependent on items, right? And you cannot guarantee that you will see everything that you need. So the best option is not to force a strategy. Oh, by the way, this new guy is the giant mushroom ant. Let's kill the small ones so I can show you how he works. Ouch. And okay, so he will attack. The animation is good enough so you can dash away. But it's indestructible here. It's invulnerable for anything unless you step on the mushroom. So just step in and beware that it will attack you still in the vulnerable state with the same attack. So the same evasion. Since common skulls are very weak, we can. But how can I say? The thief is nice because it will give us more gold, though our skill is more throw gold, so we will lose gold instead of gaining, and we don't want that because the shop is nearby. We're going for a skull room, maybe we find a better skull than this one, but only one item is a bit tough. So, since we are trying to get gold, I'm not using the throw gold skill. I should swap to Little Bone. Let's find the dash, skill, and attack. Okay, the shield guy. I don't like playing with the shield. If you think that you need the defensive mechanisms of the shield to survive, it's a good option for you. For me, I don't like him, so the character you enjoy is more important than the character that some player says that is good, you know? So just play at your own pace, in your own way, and oh yeah, I'm fighting this guy and I forgot to explain. These guys in very dark color are dark enemies, which are elite versions of regular enemies. they have one buff that has the name. Here we have protection, which is the shield in front of him. So if we beat the shield, let's see if I can do that. Come here. Here. He will not take damage. See? Instead, the green bar is going to take damage. So you have to go behind him and kill him. And as you kill, you get this heart, which is a dark quartz heart, which is counted in this corner here. Now we have one, and when we get to use it, I will show you. But let's not take damage while we explain this kind of stuff. Fifth swap is good, more gold for us. The dogs never die, they just run away when you kill their owner. At this point, if you took a lot of damage, heal. We took only a bit, so we can survive with this. So let's take this item and just keep moving. I mean, we can heal as well. Okay then. So now we're going to get our first adventure and see a new mechanic. Because in hard mode, there's two adventures, but one of them is a supporting. So it's a regular adventure fight, but you have these arrows here because the supporting adventure is the archer lady. So that adventure is only doing support, but you need to be careful because these will deal a lot of damage to you if you step on them and stay still. So other than that, some adventures have some new attack patterns, but most of them are just the usual, so you should be okay, comfortable at this point if you beat regular mode to fight your adventure for the first time. One notice though, now this adventure will always show, the first adventure fight will always show after the first shop, like not just after, like immediately after, it's the next one. So you have to prepare for that and be aware of that. And of course now all the adventures die and you loot them. So this you also kill and then loot, and they can drop items besides just good old. They drop gold, healing items, but also items that deal damage. I think I will do a mage run over a thief run, since he goes well with Little Skul, and we can upgrade him now. I reset some dialogues, so Arachne is just giving something there for us, but it's fine. Let's go here and use our arrow to clean rooms. Again, these guys, they will throw rocks at you, so just be aware of that and you should be fine. Because they're fairly slow and fairly easy to evade as long as there are not many other enemies around impeding you from doing anything really. Recruit, don't care. The strategy still, as I said, keep doing, prefer to grab items over gold, because now that we have 3 options, you can get a better build this way, especially since in this patch the devs increased the gold cost of the merchants, thinking that these items are good enough. Another tip, which you should probably already know, if you release the halfling girl, you will not see her again in the run, but if you don't, she can show up again, which could be nice. Let's take main attack arson just for a bit more damage. Though, mummy, magic mummy, Carling insignia would be very good here, because it is treasure, right? It is. Let's swap Little Bone with mummy and do a magic mummy run. I'm still like torn here on Carling insignia. because it is good gold as the run progresses. But if we sell only one item, we can buy it. So let's just grab more items naturally, I guess. As you may have noticed, if you play this game only before the patch, like from the consoles, there are new room layouts. They are both on regular mode and hard mode. When I say hard mode, dark mirror, of course. And this is kind of nice but not necessary in this kind of build. Heirloom and Absolute Zero don't make sense. Let's take the rare item, not because it makes sense to our build, because it kinda doesn't. After all, Mummy is supposed to be a ranged character, so the mysterious apparatus doesn't work here, but just because it's a rare item and it sells for more gold. This one also had protection, but you can destroy the protection and then attack from the front, but it's easier to attack from the back. Okay, we could charge a bit here so we can use your skills. Again, the dog he deals damage to you, but like you can slap him. He has very little HP, and he will just lay there and will heal back and try to attack you. But after you kill the owner, he runs away. So, well, you cannot pet the dog, so you're still the villain, but you're a less evil villain because you never kill the dog. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's deal very little instances of damage. So yeah, let's just finish this up. Yggdrasil should be coming soon. Yep, next room is Yggdrasil. We don't have much, but it's fine. Let's go into the Yggdrasil fight and see the new moveset. Yggdrasil has a couple of additions to his move. Like, the moves are still the same, but each move has something different. So let's see that as we concentrate here and apply some burn. Now you have this homing spike that deals a lot of damage. It will it will follow you and spawn where you are, so you need to dodge twice. After that, Yggdrasil will have the, well, if Yggdrasil helps us, it will show us the sweep attack. The sweep attack. Sweep? Really? I'm going to kill Yggdrasil without seeing the sweep attack? This is an overexplained run. I have to show everything. Please? Okay, this here is one of the unchanged moves. You can just come here and attack after he's weakened. But let's see if he this time shows the ouch swipe. Yeah, as you saw, the spikes deal damage. Okay, finally. This here, now you have these rocks in the air, and these rocks in the air can hit you for damage. So now you cannot just jump or just dash. You have to dash and jump and evade both. Here you have this, and you have 2 spikes now. Let's take a bit of more HP so we trigger another phase or something. We don't want to kill again, but we want to see the other movements. This one is the hard move, the most common, so it's the one that you need to learn first. This thing, each ball is going to explode twice, so try not to get hit by them. My option is double dash through them and then attack while he's vulnerable. But again, we want to show something else. So please, Yggdrasil, show us the sweep, or even better, the ground pound. The ground pound is very interesting. Okay, ground pound, you land and then jump again because the third pound is spikes. Let's see, balls again. So yeah, this sweep movement is going to be the same, so let's just save a bit of your time and kill Yggdrasil. The sweep movement is about the same as the first one with the rocks, but just like in normal mode, a bit faster. Anyway, if you're having issues, two very good quintessences here, Cyclops and Succubus. Cyclops and Succubus are somewhat defensive. Cyclops give you 20 shields, which is basically 20 extra HP, and Succubus makes bosses like you can nullify bosses' attacks, right? You can also take here Mage's Necklace since we are playing with the mage, and more skill spam stuff works, and more importantly, Heirloom. Heirloom is a very good inscription now, because each boss can hit you for 50 in one hit, and this will nullify one hit. Okay? I'm not grabbing the healing orb because we also have the option of the unknown seed, but now that we healed, let's just grab either Mage's Necklace or Succubus. They're very good here. Also, now you can destroy quintessences for HP. Now, rares for 5, commons for 3, uniques for 10, and legendaries for 15 extra HP, which are very, very, very valuable. So I'll take this, so if we can swap it out, we gain more HP. So remember that I said that we got these items by destroying the dark enemies. Now we have this inventory here that we can buy stuff. Let us show. Innate power, basic attack, amplified, max HP increased, little speed, crit increased our speed. Coziness, if you have shields, you have more speed. Skill cooldown speed, which is nice. Reckless posture, if you get damaged, you increase damage output and decrease damage taken, which is kind of nice. Counter attack, if you dodge an attack, you gain more damage. Lightweight, don't take it. Shorthand, damage dealt to nearby enemies is amplified. Hawkeye is the opposite. If they're far away, they get amplified damage. Soul Strike, skill damage is amplified every 2 seconds by 25, 50 or 75%, depending on the level of this, because you can buy here 1, 2 or 3 levels. Weakness exposure, costs 3, we cannot afford it right now, but every time you deal damage 3 times to an enemy, the enemy will take one hit of damage. Hard Shell, 15 shields every time you enter a map. Beast Blood, you have more damage and more speed as you enter a map, and as you kill enemies. Kingslayer, essentially your bosses and adventurers have 10% less HP. And achievement, you heal every time you enter a room. I believe that since you are in level 0 and got only 2 hearts and might be having issues, you should take Super Baby, because right now it's only 30 more HP, but the more HP that we buy from anything and from destroying quintessences, which we'll do by the end of the run, I'll show you, we should have a lot of HP. so we cannot afford an upgrade here, so let's just make good use of your quintessence for damage. Mage's necklace would have been nice, but again, we're fine skipping that, because even though it's a rare quintessence, Succubus is good enough that you would want to keep it to the end of the game and fight the hero with that. Samurai could be an okay pick, but we are kind of magic here based on skills. I don't like playing with the samurai, so let's just grab the fragments so we can upgrade our mage to unique or mummy to unique, depending on how this run progresses. In this room we'll see a new enemy, the dish maid with the cart, so you still can hit these things, but after you kill the cart, the maid drops and flies away and throws more plates at you, so beware of that. It should be okay. Oh yeah, and those guys that I just killed. Oh, legendary! Nice! For upgrade, very good. Right now it's only 30% more HP, but for upgrade has two important inscriptions: treasure and antique. Remember that we took Super Baby? If we get 2 antique items, now we get 35 HP and then 20% of that, so we get 42 HP. So we're going to take Pot of Greed. It's one of the best items for the late game, and instantly we're going to take Gold Incense Burner right after. Gold Incense Burner has Antique and Treasure, and increases our gold gain. It's just excellent. If you need 10 more HP, you can swap your quintessences here, and by swapping you can destroy it after, but I feel like let's just do a fire with fire run. Let's reroll here to see if we find something better. We didn't, unless Brawling Fairtail. No. So let's grab this so I can demonstrate. Succubus is 5. Kilivan is also 5. You can destroy it, and now you have the extra life. Oh, extra HP. We're currently at 270. Could have healed, but not necessary. I still want our unique mage, or maybe not. This is a unscripted run, so whatever comes. Well, we can find I don't know, a very powerful legendary skull and just swap into that, or upgrade our common mage until up to the end. That's kind of how the devs intended us to play the game, not how many of us actually do. But it's fine. Alchemist, Polyused Flask, not a good skill, I would say. This is a good room for... Okay, so we find a new skill to show, a new kind of dark enemy ability. You see, has Brawler, so the entire floor is going to go pink, and if you stand there, you're going to take damage. So try not to. And of course, always use your quintessence when appropriate. Yeah, and this is the Hammer Giant enemy, which has basically the Brawler ability of ground pounding. They have the same effect, though this one, the hammer can also hit you, so beware of that. But since it's one of those big enemies, you have time to swap back and and just survive, really. Like, it's big enemies should have enough time, should give you enough time in a game for you to go and attack them and try to evade. And this enemy is an annoying one. Let's kill this archer so we can show better. Because this enemy is invincible from the front. So you need to backstab him always. Which means that if your attack moves forward, while it's moving forward, it's not going to hit. And you can take some hits because he is fast. Let's charge here and go into the second adventure fight. As the pattern goes, we have 2 adventures instead of 1 now, but they also have 1 supporting. This time the mage is the mage and the archer are attacking us, but the support is the thief. The thief, you have to dodge, essentially, because he's brutal. But you have to dodge everything. No, you cannot attack back any of these. But the thief, at least you can jump away. But it's one of the most damaging ones because it both can damage you while they are spawning and when they come back. I don't like this skill from Living Armor, but it's fine. Not only you can get 10 HP potions, but you can also get big potions like this one that heals 70 HP, which is nice. Always loot completely because they can drop items at the end, which we didn't, but it's fine. Steel Golem, it's only 3 fragments, so it's more worth it to destroy the clown or pick the clown. I want our second skill on the mage because they're usually very good. Let's see. Unless it's the meteor. This is not the meteor, it's the explosion, which in my opinion is actually very good. Some people will disagree with me, but I'm not in a hurry to get legendary living armor or mage. We could go for treasure, but since we could go for gold, but since we have treasure, we don't need to anymore. Go for gold rooms over anything, really. So yeah, these enemies, this room is fairly similar to the original room in normal mode, so oh, Dark Paladin. Okay, Dark Paladin has my 2 favorite skills, and it's better synergy than Living Armor because we're not doing a rapidity build, we're doing a skill build, and there are 2 balanced skulls, so swapping back and forth, and the armor from, you can see, amplify the magic attack by 30%, and this amplify magic attack by 30%, and I believe they will still go because you keep the barrier as you go here, you know. So it is essentially a support skull. You come in, you press your skills, and then you get your shield and come out. And Dark Paladin works nice. Again, shield guy, just go behind him and kill him. Fine. Wave clears rooms. It's nice. Not as nice as the but as I was saying, as I was looking at this room, Hammer Giant, he will have a lot of time for you to jump out and come out, see? So it should be fine to evade him, but if you are here, he will hit you, so jump out, because that has a huge reach. he will slap you out, but the slap doesn't deal damage, only takes you from his face so he can hammer in your face. Again, we killed the butler unnecessarily, without showing you what it does, but it just advances through you. Okay, Judgment is another dark skill that you can see, and it tracks you. It's a dark lightning bolt, as you. Is it a? Yeah. That will track you and try to hit you, so beware of that. We took some damage, as you can see, as well, but just try to evade the enemy and the boats. The boats have some lenience, like they alert you when they're coming, so it's easier at least to evade. So we have 3 items here: Attendance Pauldrons and Justice Served. Sound okay. This is good utility, but this item here, Warren's Pauldrons. If you're not beating the game because you're trying to go full glass cannon without damage, you're doing it wrong, because you need some defense, and this is one of the best defensive items that you can take, in my opinion. Every 5 seconds you are invincible from the front. So if you are in a corner turning here, you have a wall in your front, that means you are invincible. You can just slap away and press buttons, and no boss is going to deal damage to you. So we'll take that. Solar Sword is one of those interesting investments, because we are doing a very magic focused run, but if we get the Lunar Ring, we get more magic attack and Pot of Greed value. But right now I think we need some other damage sources, like the Ceremonial Dagger. So let's try to get the ring first, and then the... Okay, Invisible Knife is usually okay. We don't have much spam stuff here to make Invisible Knife excellent, so I'm not going to take it. Could do Explosive Arrow, but the cooldown, it's physical and the cooldown is bad. So now here we have some interesting choices: Magical Choker and After Image. If we're doing rapidity, this is also Wisdom. Actually, we're not doing rapidity, we're not taking this, but this has Wisdom, which is something that we want. But also we have Magical Choker here. Magical Choker means if you swap, these projectiles increase your crit rate. You can see here, 20% crit rate in this corner. But some... let me see if this item works. No. Some items at least used to work in a way that you would also get crits from doing damage with these projectiles, but it's fine. Let's see what kind of skulls we get here. The maid is still the same. This guy is still the same. We don't need to reroll skills, so we'll talk to this NPC and say no. So we don't see this NPC anymore, since we are happy with our skills. Here, come back and slap the big ones with your Quintessence, so you don't take damage. Another unique, and it's Prisoner. Prisoner, very good skill. Skul. But I don't want you to say, oh, you just won because you found finally the king. No, let's do a okay run. We are fairly invested in regular stuff. We want to replace our Wisdom item because we got After Image because of the inscription, essentially. The extra damage is okay, but not excellent. Our item here is a common, so I don't feel like we want to replace anything with that. So let's just leave. By the way, if you leave without picking an item, the last item is the one that's going to be destroyed. So if they all have different rarities, which they don't now, but if they do, pick the destroy the one with the highest rarity, so you'll get more gold. You saw the blink, the item that blinked, it was the one that destroyed, the last one, always. Anyway, let's fight the sisters. The sisters, they're faster now and deal more damage, so beware of that. But the attacks are the same, except, let me see if we can find it. Okay, this slash is longer. This here you can just dash inside, just like normal mode. This is just faster. This here, you will see, she dashes one more, so beware of the fourth movement added to this. Other than that, ouch, these things hit twice and somehow hit us behind our wall. This the same thing, just jump rope, jump once and stay on the floor and jump, and then jump again. Always deterministic, you win. Unless you mistime like this and get hit 4 times. But let's start doing damage, right? These are all the moves that you get. And remember to use the Arcane Quintessence because it's good. There goes one sister. The next sister, she's going to transform, as always. But now they have a minimum HP, so if you deal damage to them, and these lashes, as you can see, they have a lot more stuff. You cannot jump away from these anymore, so you have to dash into them. So, and this, they all spawn at the same time, which is hard to deal with. You have to basically, my trick is stand in front of her. But if your enemy is big enough, dash out, dash in here, see, or walk out and dash in. In both cases, it should be okay. This attack is essentially the same. So yeah. Ouch. Yeah, our swap stuff is not working well. But it's fine. She's almost dead. And I think you saw every move. So let's see our rewards. Just like in normal mode before this patch, you will get a lot of items from the boss chest, right? And a healing orb. So let's heal here and see. Mage's necklace is back, and this time we will take it because if I recall correctly, it will work with our magical choker, unless I'm very mistaken. We'll see, because unless it was patched out, the projectiles from Mage's necklace always also triggered that. But anyway, now we have 2 more hearts that we can use curses. Okay, aging is one of those very good curses because now we have Mage's necklace, right? So we deal damage by casting skills, even if our skills don't deal damage. So this here, very good. If we kept Little Bone, this would have been an excellent Little Bone run. But let's take this curse. And since we cannot buy anything here, like we can buy some stuff that costs 1, but sometimes you want to buy stuff that costs 3 instead. So you can hold your last heart if you want. I will. And let's see if we buy more stuff by the end. So it is your strategy how you want to play this out. But if you feel like you are struggling and you need the help, buy something else. I bought this, so now you can face the slime for the first time in this room. Oh, they fixed the bug. Okay, so choker is useless now. Good to know. And the slime will split, and these slimes will split again. So beware of that. Also, these alchemists will throw these flasks, and what's on the floor will hit you because they have hitbox that linger for a while. So beware of that. And other than that, it's most of the same of Act 3 at this point. Enemies have decent chunks of HP. You want to survive essentially, just and try to get stronger, because after Chimera the game is going to get way harder. We still don't have enough for a legendary because we haven't been getting aggressively getting like getting fragments aggressively. Sorry about that. And but it should be fine. Always open your stuff. Mummy is back, even with the bomb. But no thanks. I want these. Oh yeah, these guys with the whip. The whip hits you, deals damage, hits enemies, makes them faster, more aggressive towards you. I don't know if it also makes them deal more damage, but I don't want to try. And this hammer giant is a bit different. It's a man at arms. He will dash into you and such, but after you kill him, let's try to. He will become in this stage where he will hit the floor multiple times. Each of these will hit you, and the explosion will also hit you, so you want to run away a bit. Or jump. Whatever works for you. These guys will spawn the same golem as that you've seen already in normal mode, so just beware of that. And unlike normal mode usually used to be, now you have to fight them to leave the room, so if they show up, you have to fight them. You can't just cheese the fight by just running out. Run away. So let's ouch. So yeah, these things, just be patient. They are not very dangerous if you are not letting them jump at you, or you're not jumping at their stuff. If you are playing a more melee Skul, you just wait until they recover and then you attack them. Like, basic attack still hits them and it's fine. Okay, so let's go here in case we get enough to go legendary. Another brawler, so just remember to jump, otherwise that happens. Okay, let's see our reward. Alchemist, again with Pollutant Flask, we don't like that. Invisible Knife is a bit better with Magical Choker and Ceremonial Dagger, but I still feel like it's not good enough for us. We don't need to heal, we don't want to replace this treasure item. This item here, very good if you are doing a Rapidity Skull build. We're not Rapidity Skulls, Speed Skulls, we are this year, again, if you are doing a physical build. Antique, very powerful. See we already have 270 HP without Heart of the Ascetic. Heart of the Ascetic now is atrocious, and this would be basically 120% HP for us, damage for us. But it's physical, we don't want physical damage, so... Oh no, Kieran. Yeah, just sadness. But here we have the other item that I said that it's a must take if you want to beat level Dark Mirror. It's one of the best defensive items in the game because it reduces damage after you are at 30% HP or less, which right now 30% of our damage of our HP is about 90, which is very nice. So what are we replacing that for? Magical Choker, because it's being useless for us, right? Very bad. We don't swap that quickly, sadly. So let's destroy that. Maybe we can reroll once more. No, it's too expensive. So let's instead take the Mana Golem and replace just for 5 more HP. Boom. Adventures should be coming soon. So let's try to... Ouch. Oh. Yeah, beware of the new spawns. They changed how some of the old rooms work. And this big guy again. Dash through his dash. Kill him and then run away. Like here. You can run here and not be affected. Ouch. Okay, Genie, thanks for your fragments. We are 1 fragment away from getting our legendary whatever, probably mage. Though Dark Paladin is also nice here. Could be okay. But mage has more synergy with the mage's necklace. After all, it's after him. It's actually after the mage woman, right? But let's pretend. Again, be optimal and just heal. And let's see what's here. Trinity's necklace, antique, very good. Wisdom, very good. We can replace the bad wisdom item here that we are not doing attacks. Also, if we get for antique is 45% reduced damage when at 70% of more HP. So we heal more. We take less damage when high HP or take less damage when low HP, which is great when we have, nice determination. So both kind of work together. And Trinity's necklace, by the way, this counts as concentration, so now it's very fast. Let's go here and face our 3 adventures with 1 support. The cleric support is a bit painful because this one here makes you slow, very slow. Even your dashes are slow, your attacks are slow, your skills are slow, and yeah, it's dangerous. So yeah, don't feel bad if you lose a few runs to these because it's brutal. Because it's a lot of stuff happening on screen. You cannot kill them all at once because it's not like you're the One Punch Man or something, right? And you depend on good stuff for being good OP here, and multiple adventures doing their thing here. Let's see if we can at least stop the thief. No, the thief has a new ultimate, which is two shurikens and 2 dashes, and they are ouch. Yeah, they are very ouch. But just need some patience and dodge a bit. Don't need to dodge at all if you have so much good defense like we do, but still you don't want to just stand still and take 0 damage, and take all the damage. It will take some time to learn some patterns from some bosses if you are not very OP. So, which is good, because it means that you will learn how to beat the bosses instead of just cheese them. Talking about cheesing, oh no, Gambler? I like Gambler. It's another skull that goes very well with the Mage's Necklace. Yeah, I'm replacing Dark Paladin with the Gambler, because now we gain more damage with Pot of Greed, and we get to upgrade our Mage to Legendary as well. So we have 2 Legendary Skulls for even more Pot of Greed damage. Now that we reach this point, we don't need to grab more Skull Runes, so we're just going for items over gold, gold over skulls, and that's the strategy for the rest of the run. Like, at this point, you should not be looking for to swap skulls, in my opinion. But as we go here, let me show you something new. The plate armor has multiple hits of invincibility. You cannot deal damage until you break the armor, and then you can deal damage. So be aware of that, because you cannot apply arson, you cannot deal crits, you cannot use item damage on that. It's on a timer, like, so let's say 5 seconds, once each second 1 damage, and then you can destroy everything. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's like that. Items over gold. Again, let's show the whip guy. You can see now here, this has a red border and attacks very quickly because of that. And if you are here, you're going to get hit by the whip. It's just damage, right? But there's no such thing as just damage. It's damage. You're taking damage. I never noticed the Russian roulette animation when you get the the worst outcome. The gambler shoots at his own head, so it's a bit funny, I would say. Okay, free staff. If you feel like you really need the help, you can take this item, because like it goes okay with Knight's Determination, even though it was heavily nerfed. Before the final update, it would give you healing for each, like, let's say 2% of your HP. Now it's only 2 HP or something. It's very low. So if you have 300 damage and are at 80 or at 30, now to go back all the way, you will suffer a bit. But if you feel like you need that, like, you could replace the ceremonial dagger with it. Let's do this, because I want to show you Relic as well. Relic is okay, because now that we have so much HP, we have 140 out of 276, so we are missing 136 HP. So entering here, we should heal for either 13 or 14. 14, see? So maybe we don't need to heal here and just go for something down here. Bone of Mana, very good. Might be better than... Now I don't know. Maybe it's time to get rid of Incense Burner, even though we could do this for the 4th legendary, and because it's the mage has arson by itself, so it would catch fire and stuff. Bone of Wisdom, a Bone of Mana, we'll replace our Carolian Staff for Wisdom. And this year, as I said, Heirloom is a very good defensive item. Not item, but inscription. So managing inscriptions at this level of the game is very hard, as you may have seen, as you may have noticed here. So if you get rid of something defensive or something offensive, like The only thing that you can get rid here is the instance burner, but then you lose antique. If you want for antique, you cannot do arson with heirloom. So it's a trade-off. But I don't think we need treasure anymore, and maybe we will get rid of another antique by the end of the run. We'll see. Let's see what we got here. Crown of Thorns, we don't want that. It's a physical item. Let's heal. Even though we have Relic and Fortress and Heirloom. And as we have Heirloom, now we have 1 hit free every time. And the Embers, of course, every time we apply fire and it's over. Like this. They should explode and deal more damage to other enemies. Which is kinda nice. Not necessary. We could have kept the treasure for a bit more. But it's not like we need a bunch of items to make this work. So let's just go here. Oh, Danka! Danka was out of the game for a bit. Now they're back. Or as Hexa said, she with the big chest thing, which for him looked like boobs. Well, demonetized. No, it's a free event. It's going to either give you gold or fragments, and usually very good, should be fairly okay to defeat at this level of the game. Just beware of the other enemies, and you can even heal because they drop healing arts. Again, this guy, jump through, jump. Huh? Only 3? Okay, thank you, Danka. Gold. We don't need it, but it's not bad. And the item is nothing necessary. Again, it destroys the last one. So, by the way, this room, this event, again, you can just, if you are scared or have issues with it, just go through quickly and go to the last one. And if you kill this enemy, the traps will stop. So that after this enemy does the exploding thing, you can go back and clean the room more easily. Okay. Ouch. We took 2 damage in our... It's fine. Let's keep going. Unique item is another awesome item, but it's for normal attacks. We're doing none of that. So everything is unique. Again, just move away and let it destroy the last one. Boom. Okay, so let's do this a bit and walk here, and you need to go up here to defeat an enemy. But if you go down here, you will trigger more enemies. If you go this way, you actually can skip more enemies. So if you're scared, just do that. If you want more to kill more enemies, go down the middle. And yeah, let's just face Chimera. If you are struggling again, you can wait until the bar here is full. From the heirloom, so you gain 1 mirage as you are entering the fight against Chimera. You can also wait the mirage and the fortress, but we already have fortress right now. So let's just get in and fight Chimera. Chimera, the difference between Chimera now is that she throws 3 boosts of stuff. So let's do this first. Use the mage ability, and she has this puddle, so you cannot just stand there unless you have seconds. But let's do the gambler thing. So these beams, just jump and go through, because now 3 beams means you cannot dash under. You don't need to dash over. Okay, and these things here are the same, but now she does twice. Balls, just evade them easily, not the hardest anything in the game. So yeah, that was the easiest boss in the game. We took virtually 0 damage because we are at full HP. Raven Monarch's Feather, very good, since we do swap. This year, we're taking this. This is the heirloom item that we want, I would say. Even though we already have Wisdom, since I said that we are not doing for Antique anymore, since I feel like right now we don't need it, let's replace that with this thing. So now we have 2 Antique, 3 Heirloom. We don't need 4 Heirloom, by the way, but we could. And 2 Wisdom is more than enough. So what I want to change here is Cursed Live Embers for another legendary, because it's fun, like to see the explosions of fire, but they don't deal much damage in regular combat. But right now we have, oh no, this is Bone Shield is one of the best defensive curses in the entire game. You know how you have 22 fragments here and can get more in level in the next act. But this year, if you are in the late game, you already have legendaries and still have stuff to go, pick this, period. This nullifies 3 damage for each bone fragment that you take. It's also how you get the achievement for doing a perfect hero fight, because nullifying damage is not taking damage. Otherwise, you can go Kingslayer here to kill hero a bit faster, or Soul Strike, but we are not doing skills only every 2 seconds. Weakness Exposure is a good item, but it's better in rapidity builds than in this kind of build, even though we do have our items that trigger from skills. I feel like I'm just going to take Kingslayer, but the correct pick here, if you are in a defensive and trying to get your first win and the achievement for beating the hero without taking damage, you take Bone Shield. No questions asked. So let's take Kingslayer and keep moving. Kingslayer has a nice satisfying animation as well that I want to show when we face our first adventure. But for now, let's navigate the Act 4 and show how things go, because we have a lot of new enemies here and a lot of them are kind of dangerous. So let's this here. Okay, if you see already, this one is not as dangerous, but I want to show anyway. You cannot walk fast, and it throws these boulders on you, so if you have a lot of enemies around, it's a bit harder to deal with. In this case, it's a bit more okay. Okay, and this here has some fireworks, and these meteors coming at you now have a source. So now they come from this guy, so let's kill the guy and probably fine. Very good, maybe, possibly. Though the Cursed Live Embers are kinda dealing some good damage. Probably, it's hard to tell. It's hard to say. It's hard to tell, it's hard to see. Because so many numbers, so many stuff. So much stuff, really. But let's see what item we got here. We have a lot of gold, so even if it's a courage item that does nothing, it's fine. This year, you can kill a 3 with Succubus, but now they spawn in the around you, so it's a bit harder to deal with, but still, it's easy to evade or just kill them all. Let's see how much damage this guy takes after the end of burn. Because I might 114. Yeah, Cursed Life Embers is too little damage in my opinion. Yeah, I want big damage, so we're going to replace that with anything good that we can take. How much damage right now? 336 magic damage. It's very little because we have a lot of defensive items, but like as long as you have consistent damage and a good defensive plan, you should beat the hero. You don't need to go like 1000% damage, 0 defensive anything, and try to beat that way, because it's a bit harder that way. Okay, let's see more items. There are some that we would take, of course. Netherman Suppressor, maybe Infinite Bone, maybe the ring. The ring would be nice here as well. But you cannot choose the items that you get, right? Otherwise it wouldn't be a roguelike. And you need to beat level 0 to get access to my mods. So that's how I'm teaching you to unlock the game. So you can then install mods. Unless you're in consoles, and sadly you cannot take those. But on PC, you can start with Reaper, 16,000% damage, and just destroy everything just because you can. This guy, Brawler, right? You just need to, again, just jump. But since he's a ninja and just teleports around, it's hard to point out. By the way, you cannot kill these enemies by throwing them into the holes. They will take damage like this, but they will revive. This one didn't even take damage because he teleported. Because of course, that's all he does. Very fast enemy, very annoying, but finally dead. This would have been great if we had Bone Shield. Since we don't, we'll take it. We'll free it anyway, just in case we find a slime or something. Okay, rare. Just walk away and it's time to do some shopping. Too late for Stone of the Hair. Very good item, but it needs to be found very early. Sword Misfortune, no. Multidimensional Prism, it's magic. This is Mana Cycle and Treasure. We don't need Treasure anymore. The Fortress is okay. If this was a little bone run, I would be taking that. Heart of the Ascetic is negative for us. If you take it, we go from 234 to, let's say, 400 HP, but then we go down to 200 HP instantly. So our max HP becomes 200 HP, which is good with Knight's Determination and Priest-Staff, but it's bad. We are not doing Antique anymore, so we could technically take that, but we don't need it. We also didn't find anything that we want, so let's just keep looking. Maybe it's this line now. No, Upling Girl. It's fine. She has good intentions. She's our friend. And worst case scenario, we have the Embers here that don't suck. Let's heal for 6. Or is it 8? 6. Thank you. It's like a kid giving you some fake dish. You take it. And this is a joke. Well, if we bought the Solar Sword 50 years ago, we should have had that now, but let's instead just do the normal boring thing of not having Potion Tome. It's fine. Not everyone needs to have one of the best generic items in the game. Boom. Boom. Oh. We didn't have more booms. Now we did. And we missed. So yeah, before the adventure, just fill your stuff here. And heal. The fourth act adventure has not many changes from the normal mode. So no support, it's just the usual, really. So, ouch. Took a few hits, really. Warrior Pauldrons means we should always face the enemy instead of running away, but it's fine again. Once again, I forgot to enter Kaboom mode. This thing here, and these swords hit you, but it's fine. And because we got hit so many times on this guy by not doing very good damage and just looking. Because yeah, this guy, even though his moveset is kind of the same, he's still faster, does more damage, has a lot of HP, and just won't stop quiet. So now you see our nice determination here. We are taking 70% damage, so 30% decrease, and you can see the slowly part of the pre-staff healing us for a bit. Healing my experience? No. I want you killed instead. How about that? So yeah, I'm a bit impatient here. We should have not taken that much damage. There, this will deal you a lot of damage too. Ouch. Oh! Wait, what? What hit you in the fourth time? I thought the waves were all done. Okay. We died, we lost our first HP, so maybe I should have gotten the Bone Shield. I made a mistake. This makes the hero a bit harder because the final fight is going to be the hardest one in the game, by far. It's already the hardest one in normal mode, but in hard mode it's just absurd. That's the correct way of dealing with that, instead of whatever I did there to die. And now finally Kingslayer does his thing and kills the guy at 10%. Davy Jones, Balrog, approaching death. Let's destroy Balrog for 15 more HP. Because we needed more, apparently, to not die. If we had guaranteed that we would see the Bone Shield again, we would take the Skul room. Otherwise, but yeah, the adventure kind of kicked the birds. It happens. Again, can happen to a mediocre player like me. If you're still learning, can happen to you. So just accept and try to improve, which apparently I haven't. to be honest. In my playstyle, at this point I would be way more powerful and dealing with that guy a bit more easily without having to struggle and having to literally just having to dodge anything, most of the stuff, and you get a bit spoiled, I guess, but it's my mistake. Again, let's not find excuses that say I'm bad because I'm lazy. I'm bad and lazy, and it doesn't matter if one is caused by the other. Ouch. We can use our yeah, let's just go for items still. I really, it's like the embers are okay, but they don't deal that much damage. Yes, fire is okay, arson and stuff, but really, our one of mana is dealing more damage, probably. Hard to tell. Relic and Mana Cycle, you can technically replace Prayer of Grace with that, since we already have some good skill cooldown speed. Other than that, yeah, let's do that. Let's come here. We don't want the Phoenix Potion. We don't want to pay 2000 for 5 HP. So let's just reroll and see if we find something good. Sometimes Prince Box was upgraded, so you get more HP and more damage, right? Heritage and Wisdom. It's kind of nice, not necessary for us. So yeah, just a lot of gold thrown away. Embers, very nice. If you are doing this before against multiple enemies, because it's kind of contagious. Against single enemies, it's better to have good single target stuff, and in my opinion, the hardest challenge is going to be the hero, so you want to get ready for the hero. No, I feel like saying you know too much today, you know, but you should know, you know. Anyway, these enemies are most of the same that you see in normal mode, so I'm not introducing them. We will see more enemies, you will see more enemies as you go towards the end and fight more of them. But let's say no, maybe we will find the slime after. Explode, Fireworks Dude, it's fine. Dark Priest Robe technically works with the Priest Staff and Knight's Determination, but at this point, if you get so many defensive items, you don't get enough anything else. So you would need to get rid of Warrior's Pauldrons instead, let's say. Could save you. This could save you. But I'll just say no and keep moving. And hopefully we don't regret that decision. These launcher things, new in this mode. Not in this mode, but in this update. You can find them in normal mode as well. Yeah, rare items, not very good at high rolling, but we'll face Joanne and we'll see what the changes of Joanne are. For starters, Joanne will have a lot of more HP, just like everything in this mode. But this is not everything that will change. That's important. The first change that you will see is that Joanne will cast a protection in one of the pillars. So this pillar is invincible, so you have to switch between attacking one pillar or the other. Also, something that is already in the game, pillars don't catch fire, don't bleed, don't get poisoned, don't get stunned. So if you are doing status builds, they suck even more in this fight. Status builds already suck, and in my opinion, some of them are okay, but still. Imagine ever getting a hit with Gamma. And Kingslayer got rid of the last 10% of the pillar's HP for us. But the fight is about the same at this level. You will see more stuff on the next one, but on this phase, you just... Oh, I missed the damage. It's bad. Oh, finally, nice. So, since Joanne is doing her Joanne things, we're not going to skip her because there's a bug here, but let's do it. Oh, Joanne is way faster now, so it's harder to take advantage of our infinite skills, I guess. Because yeah, she will cast her attacks way faster than she does in normal mode. And there's these fires that catch for a while and invalidate some platforms for you. It's brutal. She'll never stop, so you will either have very consistent damage or very fast, very high damage. Either very fast or very high, so you don't depend on having Joanne stop to do something. But you can just high roll 50 times and explode her without seeing anything. Yeah, Gambler, yay! Wanna beat Joanne? Just find Gambler, easy. We can take this for gold. I think we're going to destroy a unique quintessence instead for 10 max HP. Banshee is not as good as Succubus because the cooldown on Succubus not only is faster, but only the charming is instant. Okay, we lost Bottom Shield here. As you saw them blink, they were rerolled, so we don't have that protection for us. We have two, so we can buy Soul Strike, we can buy Hard Shell, which is bad. It's only 15 shield for the hero. Beast Blood is not going to help us against the hero, nor will Achievement. We can do Hawkeye or Short Hand, counter attack, or go for Reckless Posture. Reckless Posture is damage reduction, even though it's 5%. If you get hit 5 times, it will reduce by 25%, right? So Reckless Posture is okay, and you will increase our damage, as we will take a lot of hits from the hero. We're going with full HP into the hero fight. We're going with okay mediocre damage, but some defensive. So just need to evade the hero well. We'll see. This is a 1 hour and 25 minute fight. So, ouch. This here, you can always go to the last shop and look here. If the thing says 3 maps, you can use it to fight the hero. Otherwise, we're kinda lost. I think we can reroll once here. This is revenge, so no. Revenge, beware. 50% of the damage that you took. It's very good to recover. Wisp is nice. Wisp allows us to spam more of our gambler stuff, but I'm going to just buy this to take it and destroy it, and then we destroyed a bit more HP for us. Maybe it saves us from the hero. Yeah, these are the rooms where life embers look good. We didn't find a good legendary item to replace life embers with, so we're going to the hero with that. It's fine, it deals damage. The burn deals damage, but we already have burn on the mage by itself. Let's charge here. It's looking fairly impressive, though it's just being carried by the embers in this room. Anyway, at this point I like reviewing the build, how it looks like. We have the Sage with Fire Arrow and Explosion. We have Gambler with Russian Roulette and Roulette of Destiny. Succubus for utility. Bone of Mana and Mage's Necklace for damage. We have Priestess Veil for utility, together with Priest Staff, Knight's Determination, and Warrior's Pauldrons for defense. Mage's Mana Bracelet with Mage's Necklace have Heirloom, so it is defense for us. Because Live Embers is just giving us more damage here for the Port of Greed, which is our main source of damage, with 420. Very nice attack. Our Dark abilities are Super Baby for 20% more max HP, which is relevant right now because now we have 276. Without it, it will be a bit lower. Knight's Determination gives us a protection and the combo with Priest Staff, right? But we are doing this. Aging skill cooldown. 120% skill cooldown, very nice. We're at 330, so it's a very chunk of it, even though the skill damage is de-amplified by 15%, which we compensate with Kingslayer, decreasing the HP of the hero by 10% on each phase. And Reckless Posture, just for some damage reduction, incoming damage reduction and damage increase on the output, and if we get hit, we get more of those. So let's go here to the hero fight. We can charge a bit here. Now that we are at full, we're ready. Let's die. So yeah, he has a cutscene. And that's it. He doesn't explain anything, doesn't say anything. On this phase, the hero is basically what you already know, right? Is the Act 1, is the normal mode hero that you fought already multiple times, hopefully. If you are watching this video, it means that you should have already, so we should be somewhat comfortable with the attack patterns, even though some of them are faster. We can be cowards and do this from remote. We can do succubus stuff. Very good. This here, again, same stuff that you should be used to. Balls, just dash into them. If you think you're going to get hit, and your warrior Spaldrons is not saving you, you can just go Succubus and ouch. So yeah, the hero is going ouch. Now we took damage for the first time. Lost HP. Now here, double dash into the corner every time you see the flash, otherwise you get hit twice, up to twice, and it's a good damage that you would take, I would say. That's ouch. Kingslayer is the orb on top of him, so he just got hit. So now we see the Dark Hero's true power. Inside the Dark Mirror, the hero transforms into the worst nightmare of Ice Cold Gamer. That's my best explanation. It's a very tough boss with a lot of attacks that you need to learn, and they deal very high damage. So you want to be careful, and every time he stands there you try to hit him, so you can take advantage of some space. This, he comes back and that coming back also deals damage, so beware of that. These dashes, at least they are telegraphed, so you can kind of evade. From here you should have enough area for that. This you need to dash through, otherwise he will deal a lot of damage. Now that he stopped, you can do the swaps and skills, these fights. A lot of damage, like Yggdrasil, but they linger for longer and deal more damage. These things, just dash through them, and yeah, you will get hit. This here, you want to walk and be patient, and go to the only place that you can see like Void. He's invincible during that, so during that move, so you just need to evade. And okay, jump, double dash. I got hit there, but the Mirage saved us. And I swapped and he healed. This move is a bit tough, but it did trigger our Reckless Forcer multiple times, right? So we took little damage. We used our Succubus here because we will take more damage there. Okay, this here is very hard to evade, and my game lagged right before, so I'll put the blame on that, and not because I suck against that move specifically. Another one. Okay, this one is just dash forward or go here, dash here, and then dash on the wall. Jump, dash here, then dash on the wall. Thanks Saxa for the tip. Now here, you jump and double dash. We still got hit, but since we were in the middle of swapping, we got hit for less. This ball is going to emit shockwaves that deal damage to you, but Succubus. We evaded 2 good attacks there. Mostly by luck, but let's go skill. Strategy. Here, same thing as before. So the hero is now at around 30% HP. Still has some to go, but again, since we did do all the defensive stuff and still have some damage, we prevented a lot of hits, right? Succubus and such helped a lot here. and he's dead. We didn't even get to use our Knight's Determination or Priest here, but don't be fooled. You will need it. You could need it, and it would be very helpful. So, hopefully, explaining each of these steps here, what my decisions were, helps you to get that first win. If it doesn't, well, just high roll a very powerful Skul like this one, and because it's still a roguelike, right? Though Mage is still very powerful, and we could have won with these items with Little Skul easily. But as I was saying, it's a roguelike, so you still have to find some good combinations, some good items. But the more you survive, the better the chances of you finding them. Go for synergies, go for good damage, a good balance between attack and defense. Use your dark abilities and don't fear the side effects, the negative effects of curses, because some curses are very powerful. And yeah, just do a balanced run, and you will, after you get the catch against those attacks patterns from the hero and such, you will get there. And see you in level 10, I guess, whenever you are ready for that. Until then, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. And stay safe.